Okay, so I did a thing a couple of years ago, actually. So I have been always very interested in literature and writing books and basically publishing my own work. And when I was 18, I wrote my first book, wrote my first novel. It was a trilogy. The third book wasn't quite finished, but the first and the second book were. So with this trilogy, I haven't published it, but I'm looking to publish it in the future. So basically what's going on with that is I'd like to publish all of these three books simultaneously because the designer inside of me wants to make front covers for the books that all match up. So I gotta wait until I finish the third book before I can continue anything else. But what I did do a couple of years ago was I wrote my first novel. And this is Castlefield. And it is a vampire novel, kind of like a dark romance kind of novel. If you guys are interested, I'll leave the link below for the Amazon store. And also, I created a series of puzzle books. So this one is the Cryptogram puzzle book. It's got 80 puzzles inside of it. And we have the easy ones. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. We have the easy puzzles right there. We've got some medium puzzles right there. And then we also have the hard puzzles right up at the back here. Sorry, one second. Here we go. So those are the hard puzzles. And then what I've done is put the answers at the end. So now we have all of the answers. And to be honest with you, these two books that I have in my hand right here were both written by me. I spent months putting them together and I made many mistakes along the way because, let's be honest, I didn't go via the traditional publisher route. And I don't regret doing that, to be honest with you, because I had approached a few publishers about my work and I spoke to them about it. And they offered me a few deals and I didn't quite like the deals. So I decided to indie publish, which is what I am, which means that I'm self-published. So as in regards to publishing your first book, if you've got anxiety about it, you basically have sweaty hands about it or whatever like that, about how people are going to feel about your book, don't worry about it. Because there are so many people in my life. There was a guy that I knew, maybe about 5 years ago. It was in my German class. And this guy, he turns around to me and he tells me that he's a published author. And from what he was telling me, when he published his first book, he had no one around him. No friends, no nothing, no one contacting him. And then suddenly, as soon as he published a book, he became popular. You know what I mean? And what he called it was woodworms. People come out of the woodworks kind of thing. I think it was woodworms he described them as. And that generally happens. And there's this thing as well, that if you're going to publish a book, that you've got this this kind of feeling that you're not worth it, you're not worthy and stuff like that. But the thing is, I've had people who turn around to me and gone, like, you know, they've shunned me because I've wrote books. It's just like, because I've published books and stuff like that. And I think it's because everybody in a way wants to publish a book, and everybody in a way holds back from doing that. So when they actually see someone publish a book, they kind of have this moment of they don't feel that perhaps they've excelled in life and stuff. Like, to be honest with you, I can't be, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I published a book, I did what I wanted to do, I was happy doing that. You know what I mean? If you're going to get angry at me because I published a book, that's not my fault. You know what I mean? That's on you more than it is on me. Now, I'm not going to push the blame on you, but I can't, what's the words for it? I can't control how you feel. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the negative thing about publishing a book, I really do think. But the positive thing about publishing a book is, number one, you get out there. Number two, you've got a fan base. If you've got a YouTube, I've got many YouTubes, over 12,000 followers on some of them. I have a TikTok that's over 12,000 followers and growing. It's not a big following. I'm not a big creator. I don't claim to be, but you know, that fan base, 12,000 people per channel. You've got books, you know, and you put your links out there and stuff like that. There's bound to be somebody who's going to pick that book up and go, you know what, I'm going to give that a shot. I'm going to give that a chance. So what I would say is, don't worry about people's opinions of you, because as one of my friends told me, don't worry about people's opinions of you because it's none of your business. And it is, you know what I mean? It's, sorry, 1 second. Oh, the mic's slipping out of my ear. But, you know, let people do what they want to do. Let people, you know, be negative towards you if that's what happens after you publish a book. For me personally, I'm just chill. Like, you know, it's like, for me, it's, for other people, it's like, oh, I published a book and I'm so successful. For me, it's like, I published a book, I don't care. I'm moving on to my next one. Like, I've got like a million projects that I've got to do this year. I've got a YouTube channel that has a video coming out every single day. I've got a YouTube channel that's got a live stream coming out every single day. I've got a YouTube channel that's, and I literally have a Google document of this, with tick marks on what I need to do per day, and I have to get at least 5 short videos out for this channel per day. I don't care about the negativity. You know what I mean? In fact, many of my YouTube channels actually have the blockers on them. So there's certain words that you can put in that people can't actually comment. So I tend to take all of the negativity and I just kind of make sure that no one's going to be able to do that, because it not only protects me, it also protects the community that I've built. Because you imagine that you've got kids or something like that watch my videos and stuff, and you've got adults that are swearing and stuff. It's all censored. You know what I mean? Like, I make sure that the community's safe. So yeah, there's a lot to writing as well. I'll get into that in a few other videos. Obviously this is the first ever video on the channel, whoopee. And you know, we can get into this. But yeah, the positives are that if your book is successful, you might make money from it. If your book is just on the market and you're just making, you know, a little bit of side cash out of it, it doesn't matter. It does take quite a lot of planning, and it does take a heck of a lot of reading, because I remember doing drafts and drafts and drafts until I got it right. And I think I had 11 drafts by the end of Castlefield right here. And it's extensive. It's extensive. If you've got the patience for it and you've got the get-go, so to speak, then yes, novel writing is for you and bookmaking is for you. Bookmaking of this variety is for you, should I say. Something else, like, you know, I've been... but yeah, if you're nervous about your first book, don't worry about it. Like, I would just, honestly, just try and put something out there and just see what happens. Because at the end of the day, it's better that you are not 80 years old lying on your deathbed or whatever like that, and you look back and go, I could have been an author. You know what I mean? It's better knowing now how it's going to be rather than later. You know, you could write something right now and you could be given an opportunity. You could, you know, I don't really know where that would lead to, but, you know, it's better late than never, and I would definitely give it a go. Yeah, so good luck with your projects, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.